All right, guys. I got here my trail cameras that they arrived about a week ago, but I've been busy with the boat and I haven't even really looked at them. It's a 20 megapixel, 120 degrees wide angle lens, waterproof. It has trigger time and You can adjust it and stuff. And I haven't really looked at this, and I'm planning on making a trip. Um, Pretty soon it's gonna be bow season, so I don't know if I should go during the bow season and try to put these on a tree somewhere. So it's got the book. And I don't like doing unboxing. I think it's silly. I'm just gonna take it out of here. It's got the batteries. You don't need to see that. Just the unit itself. So it's like any other camera you've seen the videos. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna set it up in my yard, right next to my fountain, so I can see the birdies come in and take a shower. And they go and splash around and take a shower, take a bath. And it has a screen, and I'm gonna have to read the instructions how to set it up. And it has the card. I see it down here. It's got the small little card. It's 32 gigabytes, and it has a plug-in connector here. I don't know if it's to download pictures. Maybe it is. And by the way, where do you put the batteries? Oh, it's got a little. See, I don't know nothing about this. It's got a little string here, and I don't know. I think the batteries go down here. I gotta read on this and see what. Let me pull on this string and see what happens. I'm gonna break it. No. Batteries go in here. I just gotta open it up and see what the deal is. And it's got a connector here, a threaded connector. I don't know for what. Let me see if there's something in this box besides the batteries. I gotta look at a video that it shows you everything to how to do it and stuff. Okay, it has the batteries. Hard. Who makes this? I've never seen that type of before. It's got the little USB connector. It's got a plate that you can attach. You can screw it onto the tree, I guess. Here's the other battery, and it has the strap. So I gotta see how to put the batteries in there. And I've been wanting to do this for a few, years. I always put it off, but I do have a spot. I do have a spot to put the camera. Customer service. Go online. So it's this one has good reviews. Some guy said it was the best-selling camera on Amazon. Oh, and what I like, it's got the little screen. You can play back the movie or the pictures. So yeah, I want to see if I can set it up and learn it. Yeah, I gotta read it. It's got a lot of instructions. So let's see what happens. And I got two of these. It's got a little curve for the tree. This is a small tree. So, and there's a little plastic covering the lens to protect it. I'm gonna leave it there. And the same thing for the sensor. So I have a spot in mind. I have two areas that I want to go, and I'm going to install the old Costco, Walmart, I think, camera, which I know how to work this one pretty well. It works pretty well, and easy to set up. So I'm going to set up one black and white and one color, and then go to this spot that I know, and then go to another spot where I've been several times. And I've noticed every time I go, I notice there are two scrapes that they're fresh. Two beddings, not scrapes. Two beddings, but this size. And the deer like to lay down on the dirt, not on needles or twigs or anything. They kick it around, they kick it out, clean it up, and they lay there. So I don't know if this is a midnight, a late night thing, or are they going to be there in the morning, or is it an afternoon nap place? Because they do take naps. I've seen deer dozing off in the middle of the day when they feel safe and there's no danger and they don't hear nothing or see nothing. They just sit there and just kind of like kick back and fall asleep. And I'm going to try that spot. So that's it for now. I'm going to set it up, and then I'll show you that later when I learned how to put the batteries in. Okay, so I set up the camera pointing to my fountain, and I'm going to walk past it, and I want to see in what angle does it click. It's 120 degrees, so 120 degrees starts around here. All right, I'm going to walk past and see what happens. There's the camera, and it's pointing at the fountain. There's a bunch of little birds that go there and take a bath. All right, so I set up the other camera you already saw. Now I'm gonna program this one. I saw in the video that it takes 8 batteries if you're gonna have it there for, I think it lasts like 9 months. So I put 4 batteries because I'm not gonna have it there for that long. 3 months maybe, and then I'll go pick them up. It looks like it's a pretty easy camera to program. It's got a lot of functions, and this thing is so sharp. And it's gonna finally start cooling. It's cooling off tomorrow. Something happened. The air conditioning in the boat is not turning on. So I gotta go look into that. Because what I do is when I stay over, I turn it on and it cools the cuddy really nice. I don't need the whole boat to be cold. But it cools the area the cuddy where I sleep. But this time it wasn't working. It wasn't even humming. So maybe there's a breaker somewhere. I gotta look for it. Turns out that this thing has a funny way of getting to the batteries. Oh, I want to point something out. Okay, these cameras, I keep saying they were black and white. They're not, because I took out the video card and had a bunch of videos. They're in color. The black and white is the night shot. But I wanted to show you something. This here, by the way, this is, what is it? Tasco. It's a Tasco. Okay. Real easy, right? and then you open it up. Okay, and real easy to shut because it's big, it's bulky. This is tiny, and when you're doing it facing yourself, it's kind of like a little awkward. See, it gets caught in this lip here. See that? So you gotta press it, and then pops out. Just a minor thing. All right. This is another weird thing. You gotta pull it. If that string breaks, I don't know what you're gonna do. Okay. And this works either top or bottom battery tray, because I tested it on the other one. And this white battery, what is this? PKN VA. Who knows what that is? All right, pop these here. Okay, and then turn this to the center so it gives you the welcome. And then you start cycling the menu and setting it up. So resolution, maybe you should be looking at this, huh? Okay, let me turn around here. Let me put it this way. You guys can see what I'm doing. Okay, so resolution 5 MP, that's fine. Hit OK, and then series. I'm gonna go 3 photos per series. Hit OK. Video resolution to 1280, 720, that's fine. LT video resolution. Let's put it down to 3. So video length 10 seconds. I'm gonna give it 15. Oh, the other way. 15 seconds. Audio recording. Let's see. Let's hit that. It's on. And sensitivity motion sensor is high. That's good. Target recording time. I gotta work on that later, because it's what do they say? User friendly, but there's some things that you gotta you gotta look into. So all right, let me go down, because language is English, so the deer can speak English. Endless time and data photo stamp. So for that you need the time and time format. 12 hours is good. And then date. Oh, it gives you 3 options. You got DMY, which is day, month, and year. Or you got year, month, and day. And then you get month, day, and year. You know, make it simple. You don't need all that variations on the date. So usually you go day, month, and year. That's what I do when I write a check. So let's do that one. And okay, I'm gonna do this later, because it's a little. I'm clicking OK, and it goes back to date, time, and year. So I gotta find the right button. I don't want to spend a whole hour doing this. So there's a new spot that I want to check out. I've been looking at Google Earth, and the this area is completely new to me. It's within the area that I hunt, but it's across a deep ravine. It's on another mountain, I'll put it that way. And I did see a deer there last year, far. I'm looking at maybe a mile, and I have my little spotting scope. And man, this blazer. Hang on a second. Let me lower the garage door. Okay, because the blazer is right in front, and it's like the sun is ricocheting it. So, anyways, I did see a deer, and this deer was very. This is after the first day opening. I went there like 2 days after, when the people that were camped there, they left, which they did catch a deer down the same mountain, but this deer was up the other mountain, and that deer was very, very wiry. He was munching and looking, and then munching and looking, and then he looked around, and he walked an area the size of half this garage. He didn't move further from there. He went around this brush, and he was looking, and then he went around the other side of the brush, and then came around here, and then finally he lay down, and he was still kind of, looking around. So there is a road, a dirt road, that I'm going to take the bike for that, because I don't want to take the truck into the road. It's going to get all scratched up. It's kind of enclosed with brush. So I'm taking the bike, and I'm going to go and lay a camera on a ridge in that hill. I'm going to lay 2 cameras, the Tasco and the Vickery, and I'm going to go to the end, because just to look, the end is very steep. If there's a deer halfway down or 1/4 way down, I'm not even going to shoot it, because I'm going to go by myself. Nobody's going to be there to help me drag it up, Now I can do a MacGyver. I can take some rope. I got 100 feet of rope, and I got some more rope I can go get from the boat. Got another 100 footer. So let's say that the deer, it's down 150 feet. I can tie a rope to a tree, go down, hanging onto a rope, go down, because it's kind of steep there, and tie the rope to his antlers. And then I got I bought a block, a pulley block, that I can attach to a tree, run the rope through the block, attach it to the bike, and then go down the road and pull it up, that way I can save the deer, because if I'm going to go down and drag it up by myself, there's no way I could do that. Okay, I took this from the little bag. It has screw, it's got screw anchored, like you're going to put it on drywall or something. But I'm going to take my little portable hand drill, and I'm going to attach this to a tree, because the strap is very visible. What do I do with the strap? Strap is here somewhere. Oh, great. I threw away the strap somewhere. I think it's in the office. So what I'm going to do, instead of using the strap, I'm going to attach this, which is, I think it's a good idea. That's why it has this little thread underneath. It's for this gizmo. And attach it. Let's see. I'm going to have this already on the camera. There it is. It's nice and tight. Well, not too tight. Wait a minute. You gotta tighten the little ring, and you gotta close the door on this thing. Well, I wish they made these bigger than the Costco. The Tasco, I keep saying Costco. The Tasco Bingo, bro. Tasco has a really good clipping deal. This little gizmo, this could break at anything. I mean, it's a little flimsy, delicate looking, but the camera is impressive. I left it out in the other one. I left it out in the patio, and I didn't remove the lens. I'm gonna remove the not the lens cover, the little film. I'm gonna remove it because it might take a little bit of a funky looking video because it's got the plastic in there, and the same thing with the sensor. And I'm gonna let it play for another day, and then I'll take it off and I'll review the video. So this, when you put it against the tree, once it's all tightened up, and just go zzz, 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 and it'll be like that. Oop. You gotta tighten. Oh, it's got a little butterfly here, and this way I hope there's no issue. I already see a little detail problem. You see the little shaft, and this here, when it gets hit by the sun, that's gonna go gleam and glare. I have to paint that. And use paint, don't use a marker. Marker is shiny. So that's the deal. And then you can put this against the tree. Let it rest against the tree. The tree will be roughly here. Okay, there's another detail. If this is going to rest against the tree with this bracket, don't you think that bracket should be in the front instead of in the back? So then this piece will be here, and it'll be flush with the back of the camera. Come on, Vickery. Engineering here. Because now you put it up, and this thing, it's, no matter how much I tighten it, it still moves. So it'll go either down or fall back like that, see? And then you're going to be getting sky videos. Now, the other way, it would be like this. Put it flat. I don't know if you can see that. Put it flat against something. Maybe a heavy-duty branch. And then you can go and put a few screws and attach it that way. If it's going to give me some problems, I'm going to have to do the strap because it's really tight. I can't tighten it anymore. It's got two butterflies. One for the ball here, one for the ball on top. So, see, it still moves. So let's see. Let me see. Okay, let's loosen up the one on the bottom. That gets it a little closer to the tree. Because if you loosen this one, this is what happens. Now you're way out here. So it's better to tighten up the one on top. But this little butterfly should be bigger. It's easy to move it and to rotate it. It has to be leaning against the tree. Then you can move the one on the back, and then maybe you can get something going there. So I'm going to put these, when they're all set up and everything, I'm going to put them in my backpack. And I'm going to spray this in black. I got some flat black, and I just, kind of kill it a little bit. And maybe I can do it that way, I'll take the strap as a backup, just in case. So if, and I am going to hunt that backside. I don't think a lot of people gone into that hill because it's very rough looking, and that's where the deer like to hide, in the roughest area. They're not going to be in a nice soft meadow. Like a friend of mine, he wanted to hunt this beautiful meadow. He says, "Why don't we just stay here?" I said, "Because the deer is not going to be there." You want to be there because it's easier on your feet, you know, but deer's not going to be there. Maybe you'll see, if you're lucky, you'll see a doe feeding in the meadow, but during the hunt that everybody's driving around and lights are going on and bikes and trucks and everything is moving around, no deer's going to be in the little meadow. So we'll see what happens in that spot. I'm hoping that nobody's gonna find my cameras, because I've seen videos, people, they're stealing the cameras from hunters. So okay, that's it for the cameras. We'll see you on the next one. Thank you.